So, of course, RGG decides the day I want to go visit Atlanta with family, the same day they want to release a direct for the new Pirate Yakuza game, because of course they do. Because of course they do. Anyways, I'm finally back from Atlanta after being gone for like almost the entire day. It is currently almost 9 o'clock. I have been gone since like 6 in the morning. I am back now. I can finally watch this. I know one thing that has appeared, and I wanted to scream in excitement. Unfortunate that I can see it. I don't know if it appears or if it's one of those situations that we'll find out later. But I know one thing that probably appears in here, and I'm very excited about that. And it's just gonna be weird, but I'm excited. Anyway, all right. Without further ado, let's watch the Like a Dragon Direct. All right. What do you got for us today?
Ahoy, Captain. Today we're going to explore some of the finer points.
Good. Okay, yeah, Nate, we're good.
Of playing pirate in Like a Dragon, Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii.
Okay.
With its brutal buccaneer brawls, one-of-a-kind crew building, and exhilarating naval combat.
Oh my god!
Prepare yourself for an over-the-top high-seas adventure
Holy
with a modern-day privateer.
Okay.
Helmed by you, the one-eyed ex-Yakuza, Captain Majima. So hoist the sails. We're on the hunt for scurvy dogs and legendary treasure.
So I do know that they go very deep into the pirate, apparently more detail about pirate combat, which they haven't really done as much of. Okay.
Like a Dragon, Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii's dynamic combat system features 2 unique fighting styles for a deep variety of devious mix-ups.
Yeah, his typical thug style, which is I don't remember what it's called in this
Deliver
game.
explosive blows, judicious juggles, and gravity-defying air combos that generously reward your creativity.
Crazy that we got Jogo combos now.
With Mad Dog style.
Okay,
Channel
yeah, Mad
Majima's
Dog,
muscle
that's
memory
what it's called.
to slash and stun scallywags into submission. Deliver
Crazy.
precise yet
This man just has
powerful
a whole ass
combos
jump.
with speed, agility, and flair.
Oh, you have the fucking tiger actually with
Dodge
you
and
when you
block to
fight?
land
That's
destructive
hilarious.
counters. Then
That's
bust out a
actually
heat action
hilarious.
And send them below decks. Still standing? Hold down and attack to shiver their timbers with
Oh my
crushing
God.
charge moves that will have you lightning dashing,
Can't believe
whirlwind
they said that.
slashing, and uppercut mashing. Do that enough, and you'll end up with a full madness gauge. This is good. Unleash it to summon shadowy doppelgangers.
Oh yeah, we knew
Multiplying
about
your
that.
destructive force to take down hordes of
That's
enemies in a
crazy
flash.
that now.
Once you've
could
mastered
be more
Mad Dog
utilized
style,
than ever.
Sea Dog has you dual-wielding cutlass short swords and buccaneer gear to make shock bait of your enemies. Engage at range by throwing your cutlasses like razor-sharp boomerangs to slice through crews. Or use your chain hook to close the gap. Then yo-ho-ho,
Yeah,
break
this
out your
looks
pistol
crazy.
and blow the man down.
I'm really glad they're being very more
If you feel the tides
experimental
turning
and
against you,
the guiding
summon
light game.
reinforcements with fabled dark instruments and a maxed
Dark
out madness
instrument?
gauge.
What the hell? What is that? The dark god of the wave? Huh? You can summon, huh? What? You can summon a toucan? Why is there?
Let the dogs off the leash, and the steel really starts singing. Mix up fighting styles with lightning-fast swaps to
Oh,
execute
nah, you
criminally
summon
creative combos
animals? That's
and give
funny.
these clowns a hands-on juggling lesson.
Oh, you can switch seamlessly like that. That's crazy. Oh my goodness, this is fluid as
And in
fuck.
defiance of rules and gravity, take the fight to the air with Majima's electric jump, a whole new dimension of destruction.
God dang
Hope you have
it.
a frequent flyer program, because you're going to enjoy the air
Good
up there.
God, this game is gonna be. Oh, this game
We're
is
keeping
gonna
this
be.
sea shanty short, but there be tales of scattered makeshift weapons to find and wield on the fly.
Oh my God.
Stray paths and precious rings that enrich your abilities, and plenty
They
more
brought
to
back-
discover
they
as you
brought
master
back
a dual
equipment.
combat system as savagely maniacal as the man once called the patron saint of pain. twin fists of Mad Dog and Sea Dog. Simple to pick up, deep as the ocean, with a skill ceiling higher than a crow's nest.
That is wild. Okay, get your ship together.
Batten down the hatches and get your ship together, Captain. It's about time you got your sea legs. First, feast your eyes on the Goromaru, your trusty pirate ship.
Goromaru?
She's yours to customize, from hull and armor.
Got to buy the... Okay,
to
we can make a
sails
and
and figurehead. Strike fear and confusion into the hearts of marauders roaming the seas. Once you've decked your deck, you're gonna need a crew.
This is gonna be fun.
Luckily, it's a captain's market.
There's
Over 100 salty
Majima.
dogs are just waiting to sail under Majima's Jolly
Also,
Roger.
I don't know. You look
Train
familiar,
your
but
Goro
I don't
pirates
think
into a ship-shaped wrecking crew by
Oh
deepening
my
your
God.
bonds through
I saw
dream,
Sugiura.
adventure, and victory.
Yep, and the other guy from Judgment, I always forget
Yes,
the
this
steamboat
game
character.
is canon, and you're going to need a lot of them.
Yeah, I saw online before I gave up
Arm
that
yourself
Judgment
to the teeth
characters
to
are
take
in
on
here.
the scurviest scoundrels this side of the Pacific, and
Which,
scuttle
that
them
is funny.
before they plunder you.
No, it looks basically like
You'll find
Black
plenty of
Flag, but
firepower
like
to
a
a
lot
fixed
more
stern.
chaotic. And honestly,
Starboard
I'm here
and
for
port.
it.
And what's a rocket launcher but a modern-day blunderbuss?
You can just go up there and just okay.
Test your rockets with a shipload
Okay.
of loadouts, and upgrade your arsenal to visit utter destruction upon your foe's collective
Golly,
broadside.
There's gonna be a deep dive into all this. Oh
Any
my
captain
God.
worth their salt knows to assign crew hands strategically to
The
max
sheep
out
man
their
is
ship's
back.
attack and defense before
Stupid
raising the
old
black
lady
flag.
back, good Lord.
With dread rivals and
This
fearsome
looks
creatures
so
roaming the
fucking
seas,
unserious,
it's all
but I'm
hands
here
on deck.
for it.
The
So I
open
wonder
ocean
if
isn't known
like
for
Sidon
its
would be
hiding
like
spots.
big for the
And
story.
before long, you'll find yourself in the crosshairs. Take the helm as exhilarating, real-time naval battles ensue. Quickly maneuver into firing position while avoiding enemy bombardments. Then deliver devastating damage with a volley of cannonballs, maelstrom of bullets, laser blast, or wall of flame. You might even take your hands off the wheel to add a more personal touch to the proceedings.
That is
Captain's discretion. Just keep an eye on the health.
Oh
of the
my
crew of
God!
ship,
The
or
car!
you'll
Oh,
be
yeah,
swimming
ship
in
gets
misery.
on fire! That's
Deal
crazy.
enough damage to the enemy ship for a guaranteed depth sentence.
Okay, there we go. I should have been putting this shit on like 4K, like really good quality, and I had not been doing that. That is on me. I realized that it's been blurred the entire time. I've been watching in terrible quality this entire time. Anyway.
Or set a collision course. Issue the boarding command to take down the captain face to face in all out crew versus crew deck battles.
Oh my God. There's a counter. Oh my God. What in the heck?
A pirate's life isn't just about sending your foes to the briny deep,
Yo,
but it is a highlight.
this is insane. Holy shit.
Once you get a few notches on the gangplank, set a course for further
Yo,
adventure.
this is gonna be so fun, dude. This was so out of left field, but like I'm here for it. I'm so here for it. Hey, hi Samoa Joe. Okay, that was a big tone shift.
Welcome to your home on land, Rich Island, a remote fishing village where you wash ashore with no memory or much else to your name.
That's like the fifth time we've seen
Local island boy Noah
the
Rich,
shore.
feline friend Goro, and family take you in and become the first allies of your pirate adventure. Thanks to them, Rich Island is the place to rest up,
Why
restock
is there a
supplies,
cooking minigame?
reorganize your wardrobe, and rehabilitate
can't-
any animal friends interested in the pirate life.
Huh? I can have a pet cow?
But the real action can be found on Madlantis, a secret criminal hideout born from a ship graveyard and ruled by ruthless pirate lords. Set a course to find a cavernous pleasure district bustling with activity.
They brought back golf
and
and
the infamous
ba-
Pirates
baseball.
Coliseum,
Oh my God.
where you can put your skill to the test in a spectacle of piratical combat.
There's a there's a Coliseum, but in pirate combat. That's funny. Oh hell yeah!
Or a watery grave. Rise through the ranks of 4 battle types,
my god!
all offering unique challenges.
It's even crazier.
That ramp up the risk and the reward.
It's insane.
Once you've sent enough souls to the locker, head over to Nele Island, a holy site overrun with nuclear waste as a result of unchecked.
Oh yeah, the waste is still there.
Ex-Yakuza, looking for a new start, have flocked here to aid believers in the cleanup.
So Sayama is just in Hawaii.
Could this cursed
whatever reason
be the key to Majima's missing memories?
He's just here.
Else altogether.
Oh god, Palikana's back. Oh
you can't island hop without stopping by the biggest chain in the game. Set a course for Hawaii to take in all the sights.
No, God, they brought that back.
And activities that await.
Oh, the crew trivia is here! Oh my God!
Be sure to dress up before heading down.
Oh heck yeah! What? I pulled back. Oh my God! They made a sequel in 24 hours in the row.
Surfing the streets, slinging around.
Oh, that's funny.
Or setting some landlubbers straight with your fists.
Oh, they brought back the the kind of the Tsushima thing,
so
but not
take your
really.
time.
Oh my God! They brought the fucking thing back.
There's much more to explore on the open seas of Like a Dragon, Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii.
Oh my
all
God.
waiting to be discovered.
There's a lot to do. How is it only going to be like a 20, 30 hour game?
Deadly.
What
the more you explore,
the more you conquer, it might be.
The more you unlock. Rough seas are ahead, but with great victory comes great reward.
Get all the booty, okay? Okay.
Pre-order any digital or physical edition to get the Ichiban Kasuga Pirate Crew and special outfit set,
Yay!
which adds the hero of Yokohama,
Force Ichiban to be on the crew,
and his pet crawfish Nancy to your crew, and 2 of Ichiban's iconic outfits to your wardrobe.
Why can we put this video?
Offers feeling full?
Here?
Upgrade to the Digital Deluxe Edition to get additional shipped customization items, legendary crew members, outfits,
I'm gonna
and
get this
extra
fucking
music.
thing, ain't I?
And if you want all the booty on offer,
I don't
pick up
even
the
know
limited
if it...
collector's edition, including real-world loot, a triple-layered pirate flag, Captain Majima acrylic standee, replica eye patch, metal treasure coin,
I guarantee you
and
those
all
are gonna
the
look
digital deluxe content.
Very
finally.
low
Subscribe
quality.
to Sega emails now through February 25th
I still gotta do the
to
email.
receive
I don't remember if I did the
Kazuya
email
iconic
thing. I'll
Dragon
do
of
that.
Dojima outfit for Majima to use in-game.
Oh my God, this game's insane. This game's actually insane.
We hope you enjoyed this saltwater dive into the upcoming Like a Dragon, Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii, setting sail February 21st. Oh, and one last thing. We're excited to announce that New Game Plus will be made available for free.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing.
Release patch.
That's the other thing.
Stay tuned for updates on exact release timing and
so
content.
New Game Plus it's gonna be free this time around, but it's still a post game. This time it's a post game thing, like how in 7 it was like a post game thing, which on one hand, I am happy that it is gonna be free this time around. I am most definitely happy that it is free this time around. It is still weird that they do this thing where they make it a post-launch thing. Like I don't understand why you just can't have that be implemented at launch. Although to be fair, Infinite Wealth New Game Plus was kind of dog shit. I'm not gonna lie, especially for it being paid as well, which made it even worse. So like on one hand, it being free definitely helps, and I think they realize. I think they realize now there's a lot of there's still people that still have very much good faith with the quality of their games, but that business practice, what they did with Infinite Wealth, made them lose a good amount of good faith within a good amount of people, which is very unfortunate. And even as me, who now dickerises the series to death now, in such a short amount of time. Like even me as someone as big of a diehard fan, even I'm like, this is fucking stupid. Why are we paying for this? Like I understand the story expansion, being paid DLC. Like that's fine-ish, even though that was kind of just whatever as well. Um, but it is what it is. But walking that New Game Plus behind that was very scummy. Like if it was the DLC, sure. Like the story, the expansion, sure. Then I understand that. But like again, locking New Game Plus on behind it was very scummy. So the biggest thing for me is that this confirms that Saitama is just in Hawaii for some reason. Like I assume it's because he's looking for Majima. Like I'm assuming that's the case, or I'm curious on whether he's already been here before, or he heard a word that Majima was here, so he went looking for him, and as a result, he gets dragged into this. So I'm wondering how much of the story Saitama is gonna be into this. I'm hoping it's not a thing where he appears for a little bit, then he's on your crew, and then he takes a big backseat. Like I'm hoping he's like a good amount instrumental in the story for this. But I'm very curious on how they're gonna handle him. But again, I do like that they at the very least they are including him, because he most definitely has not gotten much time to shine as much. He definitely got a good amount, as much as you could in Infinite Wealth, where that game was not really focused on him, Majima, or even Daigo, for that matter. The moments that those three got were good enough, in the short amount of time they were given. But they definitely, especially though, even before 7, like especially in 6, they were Majima and Saitama were completely absent and like nowhere to be found. Like after like the opening cutscene, like they just disappear, pretty much. For story reasons, obviously. But yeah, I'm very happy that Saitama is gonna be here this time around. I am very curious on how much he's gonna be around for this game. Man, this combat it looks so good. Like we've had flashy, like the combat in the series has definitely gotten better and better with each iteration. Especially in Lost Judgment. Like Lost Judgment, I feel like is when like the action combat is at its best. So I'm very curious to see how the combat in Pyre Yakuza will hold up to Lost Judgment. But like you can clearly see they definitely wanted to go a lot more action oriented this time around. Obviously, the ship combat is going to be the big focus on it, but like you can tell they wanted to go ball to the wall crazy this time around, especially for a character like Majima, which he absolutely deserved. I do like the fact that it's very fluid, like being able to switch in between very fluidly like that. Like obviously, like when you were able to switch between styles, uh, in the past, like it would take like a brief like second or two to do like an animation of me switching to the style. Whereas in here, it looks like it briefly takes like half a second and whatnot. Also, them doing summons, which is technically the mechanic from the RPGs, technically speaking, but instead it's musical theme, which is very and based around like animals and I guess God. It's very funny, but it is definitely a unique take, and also a similar take as well. Like yeah, the combat looks incredibly fun to play. And it is so seamless in transitioning between styles. Like it looks like it's gonna be really fun. It could end up being one of the better. It could be end up being one of the best combat systems in the series. We'll see how it holds up in comparison once release happens. But I'm very I from what I've seen, it looks very fun, and I'm very excited about that aspect. I am very much looking forward to the ship combat of this game. Like, going into this, like, when it got revealed, I was like, I cannot believe they made a fucking pirate Black Flag ass game, Yakuza game. Like, that's so funny for Majima. it makes no sense, but all the sense in the world at the same time. But as someone who definitely adored Black Flag, and even like the ship combat system in Kingdom Hearts 3, which admittedly is a little bare bones in comparison somewhat, like even that system was fun. So seeing how it's like somewhat similar, but like a lot more in depth in somewhat. We'll see how in depth it is. Obviously, when it actually releases, but it looked the ship combat looks very fun, and I'm very that's the one thing I'm very happy about. The one thing I had been looking forward to the most in learning about, because admittedly they only shown it in bits and pieces, because I think they wanted to wait till like the last one, because this is admittedly probably the last trailer before there might be like one more story trailer, but I think in terms of like showing off the gameplay for this, I think this is probably the last in terms of like gameplay wise. We'll probably get like one more story that probably spoils a lot of shit, and I'm not gonna watch because it probably will spoil shit, how usually final trailers do. But this is absolutely probably the last gameplay that they'll show off in terms of ship. But they admittedly hadn't shown any ship combat somewhat. Like the only thing we got in like in previews of people playing it, which admittedly I hadn't been watching. But now that they finally shown it off, it looks so fun, and the fact that there's a whole system where you do a ship deck battle, that's so awesome. That's awesome. I genuinely love that. That is actually really cool. I that is very fun, and it looks insane. Like I'm very curious how in depth. I'm very curious how in depth it's gonna be and how long it's gonna, because admittedly this game could be like what, like probably about 20-30 hours long. So like maybe even longer, maybe pushing 40, depending on how much you do. So like I'm very curious on how much ship combat we're gonna actually get. Admittedly, like I imagine maybe 100% gonna take even way longer, because they might delve more into that, but we'll see. We'll see in that front. I do love the fact that this time around the Coliseum is based around ship battles. Like that's a very that is a very unique way of switching up how ship battles function, or the Coliseum function for this game in particular. And it makes complete sense considering this game is very much ship oriented and ship combat oriented. Looks like for a good amount, like at the very least, probably like half the game maybe. So it makes complete sense that Mad Atlantis' Coliseum is based around that. I don't know if we're gonna get like actual like hand-to-hand combat and whatnot, but I'm very curious. Also, I'm very curious. One final thing, I am very curious on how what is up with Halikana essentially somehow reviving itself a little bit, kind of like in a Team Rocket thing when Giovanni like got dismantled or stepped down, and like some people remained and whatnot. I have a feeling that might be kind of like a Giovanni kind of situation, somewhat. It looks like, but I'm very curious on what is up with that. Yeah, I am. I'm very excited. Obviously, I've already been excited for this game, even before the direct, especially since the announcement. But then this direct gave me pretty much all I needed to know. Like there wasn't any too many crazy spoilers besides Sugiura and what's his name and two of the other characters, Kaito, and I cannot for the life of me remember the other person's name, and I'm stupid for that, fake fan. That they're in this game, which admittedly I got spoiled on, obviously. But other than that, they really didn't really spoil too much. They showed what they needed to show. They definitely needed to show the ship combat way more in depth than the little they had been showing, and what they showed, I'm very happy. I am very happy. It is crazy that RGG is just just was able to just easily learn how to do this just like that. Like, that's so funny to me. That is very funny to me. And then that's awesome. It shows RGG the variety and depth and whatnot in their ability to make games. Obviously they're making the new Virtual Fighter. We'll see how that goes. And then whatever their big project game that they revealed at the Game Awards as well. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, Pirate Yakuza looks good. Or it looks very good. We will definitely be streaming this. We've been streaming pretty much all of it, just like how I streamed all of Infinite Wealth when it came out. But yeah, I'm very excited. Very, very excited for this to release. I need this game in my hands now.